Like many other sports, in the world of football, a professional player's career isn't always a glamorous one. Over the decades, we've seen many players from many walks of life. But there are some who started all the way back from non-league clubs and climbed their way to the top of many famous Premier League teams. So, join us as we embark on a riveting journey of football players whose careers commenced in the grassroots, non-league arenas. Starting off with Joe Hart. With 2 Premier League titles under his belt, a joint record of 4 Premier League Golden Glove awards to his name, 75 caps for England and 71 appearances in European football, there isn't much that Joe Hart hasn't done during his footballing career. Hart's early years saw him at Shrewsbury Town. His raw talent soon transcended the confines of Shrewsbury, leading to a move to the then Premier League outfit Manchester City in 2006. Years later, the 2011-12 season saw Joe Hart excel on both domestic and European fronts. His stellar performances in the Premier League played a pivotal role in Manchester City securing their first ever Premier League title. Within years of graduating from the Shrews youth system, Hart joined the Manchester City Revolution for around £600,000. Hart has played almost 340 Premier League games. His incredible career journey proves that the leap from grassroots to glory is not just a distant dream, but a tangible reality. Next is Troy Deeney. The Watford captain's journey to the Premier League is pretty remarkable. Deeney grew up in the suburbs of Birmingham and, similar to Antonio, his upbringing involved being around people who enjoyed getting into trouble. The 29-year-old left school at 16 with no qualifications to his name. However, whilst playing for his local team, Chelmsley Town, Walsall scout Mick Halsall noticed the raw talent Deeney possessed. Following up on Halsall's life-changing offer, Deeney moved out on loan to Hales Owen Town FC, netting 8 goals in 10 games for the Northern Premier League Division 1 South Side. The English striker signed a professional contract with Walsall in 2006, and after being named the club's player of the season in their 2009-10 campaign, Watford swooped in and signed Deeney for £500,000. The rest is history. That brings to Romain Saiss, a key component of Wolves' success under Nuno Espirito Santo. The Moroccan international is one of the most underrated defensive players in the Premier League. But Saiss actually spent multiple seasons at an amateur level, playing in the lower French tiers with a club called Valence. Saiss excelled, helping his team to 6 title wins, while washing pots in his father's restaurant to make a living. It was an experience that Saiss said improved his work ethic, driving him to succeed in his footballing career. After continued good performances for Valence, Saiss caught the attention of second-tier outfit Clermont Foot, which provided the springboard for his move into League One and later the Premier League. It was 9 years ago when West Ham's powerful winger Michail Antonio was playing for South London outfit Tooting and Mitcham in the 7th tier of English football. His impressive displays, scoring 33 goals in 45 appearances, were noticed by Reading in 2008. A £25,000 fee was given to Tooting for Mikhail's signature in 2008 before heading back there on loan, making a further 9 appearances. In the 6 years following, the 27-year-old made appearances for Cheltenham Town, Southampton, Colchester United, Sheffield Wednesday and Nottingham Forest, before the Hammers moved in with a £7 million offer. Since moving back to London, Antonio has excelled. Like Vardy, England call-ups followed after proving he was a force to be reckoned with in the Premier League. Most of us might not know the name Ashley Barnes. Born on 30th of October 1989 in Bath, England, mates during his 3 loan spells in the Conference Premier League between 2007 and 2009 with Oxford United, Salisbury City and Eastbourne Borough, respectively, making a combined 16 appearances in the process. Beyond the statistics and goals, Ashley Barnes' career is a narrative of triumph over adversity. A journey that started on the humble pitches of non-league football and culminated in the intense arenas of the Premier League. This takes us to our next player, Danny Ings. The Liverpool forward is renowned for his professional attitude and work ethic, something that has propelled him to the top. Throughout his career, Ings has had a particularly tough time with injury setback after injury setback. but that hasn't stopped him from making the leap from non-league football to the higher peaks of the Premier League. Southampton rejected the striker when he was 10 years old, a huge blow for any young hopeful dreaming of making it to the big time. The 30-year-old didn't give up though. Bournemouth gave him a chance when they spotted him playing for his dad's team Itchen Tyro in the Southampton and District League as a 15-year-old. Eddie Howe gave the youngster a professional contract and loaned him out to Dorchester Town, scoring a healthy 4 goals in 9 games. He came back to Bournemouth and never looked back. Yannick Bolasie is a relatable individual too in this case. This Crystal Palace forward's career path has been far from straightforward. He started his footballing career at Rushden and Diamonds youth team, before moving to Hillingdon Borough, who now play in the Spartan South Midlands Football League Premier Division. His brother was then able to secure him a move to Floriana, a first division side in Malta. After 24 appearances, he came back to England and joined up with Plymouth Argyle, then had loan spells with Rushden and Diamonds and Barnet before joining up with Bristol City. He made 23 appearances for the Robins in the 2011-12 season, before then Championship side Crystal Palace signed him. Promotion via the playoffs followed and the 28-year-old kicked on in the Premier League, impressing enough to attract a move north to the blue side of Liverpool. Like Danny Ings, his Merseyside career has been thwarted by a serious knee injury. Bolasie is currently a free agent after his contract with Turkish side Kayseri Rizespor expired and the 34-year-old is searching for a new club. Southampton striker Charlie Austin has a similar story to tell. Austin has been a goal-scoring machine everywhere he's played, scoring for fun at Hungerford Town and netting more than a goal a game for Poole Town in between working long shifts as a brickie for his dad's company. Volumes about rising from small beginnings to great heights. And finally, we have to talk about Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy has to be one of the biggest rags to riches stories in football. He worked his way up the footballing ladder after beginning his career with Yorkshire-based Stockbridge Park Steels in the 8th tier of English football, earning £30 a game. A £15,000 fee brought him up to Halifax Town before his continued good form saw him transfer to Fleetwood, then one of the biggest clubs in non-league football. After scoring 31 goals in 36 games for Fleetwood, Leicester came calling and Vardy made his move to the Championship club for a fee of £1 million, the highest amount ever received by a non-league club. Vardy quickly helped his new club earn promotion to the Premier League, which might have been enough for an amazing story, given where the striker had come from. But Vardy wasn't done. Scoring 24 league goals in Leicester's Premier League winning season, Vardy capped off a sensational rise from the depths of the English pyramid to the very top of the game. And that brings us to the end of our video. It's one thing to witness the pinnacle of one's career and success, but it's the humble beginnings, the struggles that remain unheard of. The tales of triumphs etched by these players resonate far beyond the boundaries of the pitch. So, that's the reason we think these remarkable players deserve the credit for their rise from the non-league clubs. Comment down below on who you want to hear about next. Leave a like on the video and subscribe to our channel for more similar content. Until next time.